U.S. Secretary of Defense Robert Gates scolded NATO allies for lacking commitment to operations in Libya and Afghanistan. Secretary Gates warned that if other nations don't step up, Washington might one day step back. He told a think tank in Brussels. The blunt reality is that there will be dwindling appetite and patience in the U.S. Congress and in the American body politic writ large to expend increasingly precious funds on behalf of nations that are apparently unwilling to devote the necessary resources or make the necessary changes to be serious and capable partners in their own defense. MSNBC's Jim Miklaszewski points out that U.S. frustration with NATO goes way back to the end of the Cold War.
This has been a sore spot with the U.S. and NATO for as long as I can remember, and that's too long in some respects. But I can tell you that, at one point, even the French would not contribute militarily to NATO, even though they were a NATO member. But it is a little bit surprising to hear Secretary Gates say this on his way out.
A BBC writer says part of Gates' message reflects a generational change. In both the U.S. and in Europe, a new generation is coming to power for whom World War II is not the defining narrative. In the same way that further European integration cannot be built on the basis of the war, so too American politicians will not have the emotional and historical attachment to Europe that their predecessors had. And a CNN reporter notes Europe's reluctance to spend more on defense has to do in part with an unclear mission in Libya.
I think the frustration here in NATO and what we're hearing from Secretary Gates is not just that NATO countries don't have enough ammunition to keep up the fight, perhaps, but that reaching this goal is proving elusive. And I think a lot of people were worried about this at the beginning. Going after essentially what is one man and his will to fight, Muammar Gaddafi, is tough.
Finally, Mother Jones notes, while Gates has a point, he's speaking from a uniquely American perspective, not one universally held. It's also a vivid demonstration of the difference between the U.S. military and everyone else. We spend a ton of money on defense because we want to be able to project power around the world. That requires a quantum jump in capability compared to a military designed for pure defense, as most European militaries are. Mr. Gates leaves his post as Secretary of Defense June 30th. For Newsy, I'm Megan Murphy. Multiple sources, The Real Story.